In this video, let us see about the implementation of structure. So structure is a collection of different data types together. We are going to use a Dave C++ compiler to execute the code. So let us start writing down the code, and we are going to create a structure for a student database. So let me include the header file #include stdio.h, which is the standard input output dot header file, and we are going to define the structure. So when we have to define the structure, struct is the keyword and followed by the structure name. So the structure name is student database, and within the student database we are going to have two structure member. The structure members are the roll number. Roll number can be defined as integer, so int roll number, and name can be defined as the character array, so char name, and we have to give the size of the character array, say it is 10. And once we define the structure member, so here I can rewrite it as structure member in general. So once we create the structure member, we have to create the structure object here at the end of the closing brace, followed by a semicolon. This is one way of initializing the structure variable. So this is called as a structure variable. And the other way is you can give it within the main function. So int main of, you can even write down as struct, then the structure name, so student db, and then the structure variable. So here in this program, I just wanted to get the input from the user for roll number and name. So let us write a printf statement. So printf statement to enter the name. So let us first enter the name, ask the user to enter the name. So we want a scanf statement to get the input from the user. So scanf, what's the control string to be used? It is %. Yes, because S is the control string that is to be used for an character array. Comma, we can access the structure member only through the structure variable and a dot operator. So how do we write it? Is the structure variable dot, then the structure member. So structure member is name, ending up with a semicolon. And it is not required to use the ampersand over here because it is a string. And then we'll ask the user to enter the roll number. So enter the roll number. So getting the input from the user through the scanf statement. So scanf, and we have to give the control string %d, and we have to get the input and store it in some address. So it is ampersand the structure variable s dot the structure member, it is the roll number. So once the input is obtained, we have to now write down the statement to print the output. So how do we print the output? Is write a printf statement. So printf, so use a control string, so %s, comma, the same way the structure variable dot the structure member. So s dot name will give me the name of the student. So let us make it more clear. The name colon %yes, and let us write a printf statement to print the roll number of the student. So roll number, and the control string is %d, comma, yes is a structure variable dot the roll number, ending up with a semicolon. We'll write the escape sequence /n. Let me write it as name itself. So here it is again /n to print it in the next line. And as we have used the return type for main function as integer, we have to write down return 0. So now let us run this code. So go to execute, compile it. So once it compiles, we have to save it with .c extension. It says student database. So the program has no error and no warning. Now we will run the code. So I have to enter the name. Say I'm entering the name as Priya and the roll number as 100. So I'm able to see name and roll number being printed correctly. So this is the simple program for the implementation of structure by using a single structure variable.